Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Sunday Talks, right? And I'm really starting to enjoy this. As I promised you this time when I started these Sunday morning talks on Salma Musa Talks YouTube. Yes, I know a lot of talks word is coming in, but still, on my YouTube channel, I had promised all of you that we are going to be consistent. We are not going to take these intervals and time out. So here I am. I think it's the third or fourth week that we're doing this, but thank you for watching this. And don't forget to subscribe the channel. So let's get on with it. And I'm really excited about what I'm going to talk today. It's very, very, very important to me because I've kind of, taken this journey from so many different approaches and thinking. And I've come here at this very critical point of time in my life. And this means a lot to me. So today I'm going to talk about people, planet, and purpose. And I know all those three words seem very heavy, very, what you say, overloaded, right? But it's not actually. So today I want to talk about something that has become so deep with me and so personal with me that I've started reading about it, like really starting to work around it a big part of my time. And hence the community that I started, the Next Curve, is so beautifully aligned with it because it's just not about aging, right? It is also about evolving. It is about creating a world where we don't just live longer, but we live healthier, happier, and with greater purpose. And equally important is a healthier planet for healthy people, right? Think about it. Like, I really want to tell you this. Of all people in this world, I don't think you would have thought that Salma would be talking about the planet and all the things that I'm going to now tell you about why the next curve is just not about healthy people, but it's also about a healthier planet. Anyone who knows me would clearly see, would not understand how I ended up here, or not ended up, but how I reached this place, right? Because that's what I want to first start off with. You all know my story of finding my healthier version, right? I'm sure you've read my book, or if you've not, pick it up, Fat to Fit. The whole story about standing in front of the mirror when I turned 50, absolutely unhealthy, you know, overweight, obese, emotionally, literally at my worst, right? I always say this, the Friends line of Phoebe, right? If there is a rock bottom, I think on that day when I turned, like when I stood in front of the mirror, there was rock bottom, then there was 50 feet of crap, and then there I was below it, right? I couldn't even stand for 2 minutes, and my health was so bad. And here I am, 6 years, still going, work in progress. Still, every single morning, I choose my health, and it was just not about losing weight. It was about understanding what needs to be done, not just with for my workouts or my diet, but about my thinking. And it's not easy. It's not easy. It's not an easy path to rework your health back, reinvent your life, and to rebuild aging in such a beautiful way, where today I feel I'm the healthiest when I was even better than what I was in 15, 16 years old, right? But in this journey, what one thing that I really found very difficult, and this I want to re-quote Dr. Dharani from Coimbatore. And when we came across, our paths crossed, and he said something. Our genes have been the same forever, right? Forever. But our environment has changed. So instead of changing our environment, we keep trying to change our genes, and hence that is what that our body can't take. And that kind of stuck to me like glue, right? Whatever I did after that one talk has been around it. So the more I started looking at changing my environment, about things that I can do that will make sure that my environment caters to my healthy lifestyle, That's when I started looking at things around. And that's when the planet or the world that we live in came into the picture. And that is when I realized that expecting myself to live a healthy life, to take healthy choices, to do the healthy things, you know, being right in between of all the unhealthy things around us, easy accessible, scrolling for hours on IG. I'm still doing that. I still scroll. If you're on my network, you'll see a lot of reels, but it's reducing, right? I become more conscious. I stop myself very soon. I still slip on days eating, food that is not needed for my body when I'm not hungry, and I still choose the foods that I might not, you know, need, I don't love it, but I'm just going to have it because I'm with somebody else, right? I'm still not there. Frankly, I don't think we'll ever be perfect. Let's just deal with this, right? I don't think we're ever going to be perfect. But the change is that I've started being aware of it. I am able to not, be so critical or so tough with myself, so harsh to myself. I correct myself. I am able to take things forward and, rework on this, right? So as I went forward, I saw this balance that ensuring we have a healthy planet is equally important as ensuring we have a healthy body because it goes hand in hand. So, hence, that's where these two things started off for me. The community, the next curve is just not a community, it's my next chapter. To tell you the truth, I might end up having 10 people in that community. I really don't care about that. It's not the number of people. I know most often the moment the word community comes in, it's become so obvious that it's going to be hundreds and thousands of people and multiple events. I've been there. I've been in that carousel, right? Where the thing never stops going round in circles. We become those rats who are running to build a community, but no, next curve is my next chapter. Next curve is each one of your, whatever age group you are. If you believe that your next big chapter, the next beautiful chapter is around the corner, jump in because that's what is this community. So, this community for me is very simple, it's people and planet, reinventing aging and regenerative agriculture for the planet. Reinventing aging for people and regenerative agriculture for the planet. Very simple. I know both look impossible or both might even look, or what do you say, out of reach thing. It's not actually. It's very, very simple. So let me go with the first pillar, reinventing aging, right? We have normalized aging as decline. I've grown up seeing my mother, my grandmother, my father, everyone say, I'm aging, I've got to slow down, and, our decisions are questioned, our lives choices are questioned, and people growing old are seen as if, okay, the summertime, let them just pass through it, right? I've grown looking at people that way. And I know even today, when I speak with my children, and there are these windows or small spaces where I'll have to prove to them that aging is not declining. And that is where comes in. Growing older today in this present phase, and even for me, has been better decisions, better relationships, better emotional regulations. I can tell you this old me, even like a year back or 2 years back, any kind of challenges that right now I'm going through, and everyone goes through challenges. Life on a daily basis has these beautiful moments and these beautiful challenges, right? But 1 year back, Salma would have handled her challenges in a very different manner. So, better emotional regulation, better purpose, better health. That's what has been aging for me. So, age should become our competitive advantage when it comes to people. Genuinely, genuinely. It has to become our competitive advantage because you know what? When we take care of ourselves, when we nurture ourselves, when we build our life, our aging becomes beautiful. And today, when I do my morning walk or I do my strength training, and when I look at food in a manner like today, I've just, after a lot of things, today I've started my 7 days fast. Yep, there's a different episode on this, and I'm definitely going to talk more about it. But 7 days fast every month once was the plan. The last month I could not for XYZ reasons, but this month I am. So nutrition, meditation, community, just this curiosity of life, that need to know more, be more, become more, and this continuous learning, right? That's aging. So, in simple, growing older should never mean growing smaller. That's the first pillar of the next curve. And the second pillar, this is a very new chapter for me, but I'm enjoying my learning. I might not have all the answers, but I'm enjoying this love story that I've started with my planet, with myself, right? And the second pillar for this community is regenerative living, literally, right? For the planet, regenerative agriculture. A healthy body cannot exist in an unhealthy planet. Yeah, let's deal with it. That's the truth of it. So and I've always been this person who's very, like, I'm an execution person. I look at outcomes, I look at things, and for me, planet, world, this global warming and everything genuinely bothered me. I know planet is important, but I really didn't know what to do and where to start. Very simple. And like, okay, you know what? Let me start with myself, with my body, with my health. That's where it's at. But no, it's equally simple to create a more better world for the generations to come in a very small manner. Start with the little things, right? Very simple things in regards to growing your food, by yourself. It could be in your balconies, yeah. Like, I know I did this last week. I just wanted to plant coriander leaves, right? And the curry leaves, or simple two, three things, right? And just put a potato there. And I'm in on my balcony, and it's slowly going to become that, right? And we all know how India industries have completely ruined. We just look at food and brands. We talk about how KFC is bad with chicken and how they treat chicken and the food and everything, right? But it's just not the front end, it's the back end of it. The soil has become more extraction. Everyone wants to extract from it. How far can we go? How much can this be done, right? So, hence, for me, regenerative agriculture became one of the pillars for this community. So, healthy soil creates healthy food. Healthy food creates healthy people. Healthy people build healthy societies. And we cannot separate human well being from environment well being. We cannot. It's as simple as that. If still I've not been able to make you understand this sync, then please, let's have a quick call. Pick up the phone or message me on LinkedIn, or even here on YouTube channel. Just drop a message. We can take, an hour out to just discuss this. But I have found this place where I believe that it's all interlinked. This isn't just a health issue, it's a leadership issue where you decide today about this, right? Now, in simple, if you are a founder, if you are a founder, just simple, start with simple things, right? Your team members, your employees burn out, their lifestyle diseases, their stress, their loneliness, giving them a non-toxic environment is from the people side. But also from the in the company, look at the kind of food that gets served, or look at the kind of what do you say, the products that you purchase in the company, the mental well-being, the talk about these things, talk, imagine in an office, instead of having these decorative plants, if you're able to Create the space of farming in very small ways for your employees. We all know that you sitting with your balcony garden or a backyard or wherever, right? That's therapeutic. Actually taking these positive decisions is going to be the thing, right? So now, last thing, what the next curve will become. This is my vision for next curve. And it's just 43 days away from my 56th birthday. And I'm so glad that next curve is born here with me. And we are going to take this journey ahead, right? The next curve will become a movement around. It's about longevity. It's about midlife reinvention. It's regenerative agriculture. It's conscious leadership. It's community conversation. It's walking groups. It's wellness workshops. It's farm visits. These are all the things that this community is going to be, right? Building a healthier future together. So I believe every generation has this responsibility. Our parents built economies. Our generation must rebuild health for ourselves, for our children, for our planet. The next curve is about adding years to life. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I just heard myself out and I was like, what are you saying, right? The next curve is not about adding years to life. No fun in just adding years to life. Let's add life to years, right? It's about adding life into your years while leaving behind a healthier earth than the one we inherited. Because healthy people need healthy planet. So thank you for joining me today. Thank you for being here with me every Sunday. Thank you for making me keep coming back to you guys with what I believe, what I am doing, what I want to do. And for me, and I mean this genuinely, for me, every time I come here and speak to all of you, how many ever see it, how many ever come across this, it's a recorrection mode for me. It pulls me up. I become accountable. I become answerable to myself, to all of you. So thank you for coming back here all the time. See you next Sunday.